this arena. Let me spread it now. More on the street. Musician there. On the stage.
Okay.
Out.
Live and
Yes. Look at it. The musician is here. This is the stage. Now, this is the stage. And we have 5 canopies here. Somewhere here. Another 5 canopies. Yeah. Now we're closing and everything. One of the backdrop, 6 doors there. Then you can snap like red carpet. Another one there. Then you can snap. So remember this is what we are looking at now. It's a U-shape already. Here is open. Now this angle is this place to open over here. So this is where we have the sections.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that those that are passing by, see all the activities.
Yes.
That is it. So we have one canopy here. We have the bouncing castles, the line up, the ice cream stores, while this section is there. Now, extra 10 canopies.
Sorry, can I tell you?
Yes. For the yes, this pizza and popcorn. Taking this out is vandalizing their property.
Oh, okay, so it's
We have security on ground now. We have armed security men. We also have the army.
so you can decide like
Monkey flag, Ekuogbe flag. Okay. Okay. Better. When it is 1993, right? I'm not forget. Yes,
okay.
This was with your Fugele now. 92, right?
92.
This was where he was sitting. Yeah. Yeah, that was where Edewo parked his white Mercedes. 20 doors. 12 doors. That is 6
Like a limo.
doors. 6 doors. Limo.
Okay.
6 doors. Labi? Over there. Yes, that was where Sunny Young. I remember Sunny Young.
So, Edith, 1992. That means my dad was still alive.
Yeah.
So, and you remember all this story like this. Where was my father?
Your father?
Your story is not complete. You don't know my father.
Your father was sitting close to the king.
Wait. You say you don't know him.
No, I don't know physically, but we all know the Akpodiete, the Ekuogbe, we know Akpodiete, but I don't know what they want.
How you don't remember Edewo? And you don't remember?
No, because
Edewo from here?
Edewo is the Ekuogbe, very popular.
I know now, if I can remember that name. That's what I'm asking you. Say you can't remember another person.
You know the
Thank you. Why don't remember my
That means that they are points.
You know they understand.
Papa, when they here,
Yes.
they're person from another
Thank
place.
you. You got me now.
The first lawyer.
Thank you. I beg. You should ask him. You must explain.
Yeah, let the journalist defend himself.
Explain.
Let the journalist defend himself.
Yeah.
You know, when the MC was doing the introduction, that was when I heard about Edewo.
Okay.
And then your father was sitting close to the king because he's like the next to the king and very popular. Yes. So he was the one doing things silently. You don't recognize them in public, except when they go. Get it right.
I like that. I'm a bitch.
I saw the coronation of the king.
Okay.
When we were coming from school,
Yeah.
you have to follow the
You come
to the king's palace
Yeah.
to see the king say, this is a nice thing. see the king like this. It's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah, the coronation.
And where you are standing, that's where the king was sitting.
Yes.
This is the position, the actual position, yes.
You are
That's
sitting facing this side.
No, yes, facing this way.
But yes.
Yes. Then the then military administrator, Kefas, who went over to David Dong, and later Felicibru.
Okay.
So they were all here, and the military men that came on that day, they were having. Do you remember guns, bullets around all over them? Yes, all around. Yes,
I
now.
didn't remember to the hand.
Plenty.
Why were they so?
Yes, anything, anybody that wants, because your father was here, so they need to protect him. What could come out?
If you're dating somebody from government college, that be saying you don't arrive.
You know they see
So they used to have this white and white when I remember.
Yeah,
So when I'll come, so I didn't know that my sisters, Efe, especially, so Efe will sit down, she's very controlling. I'm older than her. So Efe will now gather, her siblings, girls, and tell them to sit down. Let them watch the government college boys pass by to go to the cinema, to go, and then when they are passing, they say, come, where are you going? You're going to the cinema? Or to go watch your father's cinema? Yes. You tell them, so okay, wait, let me tell you something. That's how you know people that are very, what is the word? If I can use the nice word, ingenious. If they will not tell them that she wants to tell them something, she wants to charge them money. Say, my sister, and I'll tell you, my sister is inside. If you give me money, I'll let you see her. Then she started collecting money from these government college boys. They will wait too, and then she will go inside and act like she's coming to come and get me. And then she will come back and say, my sister is coming. Hey, maybe you guys should just go ahead to the cinema. When you come back, she doesn't come out too. When you come out, when you come out, I will not show you. By the time they will not come back, they get all rock. But here's the story now, to show you how life is. So many years later, now I meet this guy in Texas, right? So I say my last name. So we're all at this whatever convention. So the guy said, what's his name again? I say, Akpodiete. He say, your father, really? I say, yes. He say, Hey, do you have a sister called Efe? I say, yes. He says, so you are the one that she will be hiding. When he told me the story, I was like, Efe, you're very bad though. This girl was collecting money. But how is it that you boys, how you put that?
No, it's investment, it's investment. Seeing the baby alone, we are okay. Not now.
But you don't see it.
Before seeing the baby alone, it's okay.
But the girl,
you don't finish.
Maybe I refuse to come out.
Then the girl just carry and I don't talk like this. You don't finish. Oh, really?
You're collecting money. I'm allowed to go for the How are you? Huh? Daniel. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, you on? Okay, nice to meet you. Victor, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Shy, baby.
Eh? She's your helper?
No, I'm her mother.
Oh, you should help her?
Yeah, help her to
Say that? You don't speak Robo? Okay, you don't speak? Oh. Blame him, okay? You can touch.
I'm not blaming.
Eh? You're blaming him?
No, I'm not
You're not blaming him. So why didn't you do that?
You know, this you can tribal marriage.
Okay, where's the mom from?
The mom is from Sheffield.
Okay, so she didn't.
Qualification is
Oh.
Everybody's a
we could not expect to organize special class for boys.
Do you speak?
As people know,
Okay.
very well. Small friends.
Because you've been here for a long time. I try to go.
However,
Thank you, sir. So that's your daughter and she works with you.
as a student,
She's a student, right? Like university student?
full of friends.
Studying the same thing with you. So I was just discussing how we're going to set up canopy. So he was saying we put one canopy here for where. So we have how many nurses that will do vitals? How many? Okay, I didn't register nurses. Working with you or just pushing outside? So is it possible to get whatever they are going to do. All right, and today, they are just going to provide for their work. So are we going to talk to them? They not do a speech. No, not. I'm saying, are they going to talk to the crowd or individually when they come?
The first of all, allow speech.
MC, are you hearing? So we all know what we're doing. Come on now. He's telling us how the program.
The speech generalized for everybody. Each person will be the answer of the individual personalized.
After the labs are done, after the results.
No, before the results.
Okay.
Before the
Explain.
testing.
Okay.
This is before the testing. First of all, as we sit there, we address them, let them know why we are doing this.
Okay.
And two, each individual will come to you with a counselor. And the counselor will prepare them for testing. Prepare them for testing, meaning this is what we want to do for you. This is what we want to do for you. Then when we have done the testing, the person comes back to the counselor interview. The counselor will also have adequate documentation that will be presented to you as evidence of what I've done. Are you getting me?
Okay. All right. So yeah, let me. All right, because we don't have much time. So, huh? Right. But 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's okay, right? Depends on how much practice I will do publicity. So you know, so flow.
I want to suggest your publicity. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We'll do all
It's
that.
very effective.
Okay. So if we're starting, so what I just discussed with you is, for example, we get here, the people setting up the canopies, one canopy here, one there, and one there, right? That canopy will have a movie projector and DJ in there. That canopy will have people just sitting down. I mean, is it 50? What is it? 50 sitting down. So if there's no seat, then that means people will just be hanging. Then this canopy here will have the 2 nurses and myself have registered nurses. So every event we do that has to do with medical, all right, you still have to do their bite. All right, so if we're doing their bite, that's why I said, if you are doing an announcement, this is why we are here. That's what an MC should be announcing, right? It tells them why we are here and this, and the other. All right, so maybe UK, our banner that we're going to print, the not banner, but the roll-up stand. All right. When I'm talking, please, I need for you guys to make sure that, like, whoever is doing the printing, that means you need to now put that in your memory. You gotta do a roll-up stand, right? So the roll-up stand, who is doing the printing? See your guy or your guy? Every printing has to be done by one person. Now let's not share jobs so that we get confused. You need to do printing. You don't want to do it, should he do it? You want him to handle it. Okay. Your person can handle the printing. Okay. So we need a roll-up stand or whatever. What do you guys call this?
Now it's not roll-up stand.
You know what I mean? That will now have like what he's saying, right? The steps we are providing. Okay. Because people need to be able to stand as they are sitting down, look and say, okay, what are the labs that you know those names that you mentioned? The things, the labs that are being done. I'm not a lab person, so I don't know. Those things have to be specified. Whatever it is that you guys call it, whether it is immunization, whatever it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what are the things that we're in the lab? Like how many of them? Remember the story? There are five parameters. Okay, so the specific things has to be listed in that roll-up thing. Do you get? So that when they look at it now, so they will not come, somebody will not come now and say, oh, I came here. Let's say pregnancy test. You're not doing that. I'm not saying that. So if you're not doing that, there's no need to tell the person to come out. Say, I want to be pregnant. They would have already read it there and to see. He would have already announced. Yeah. These are the things that we're doing. Yes, with the announcement, thank you. These are the things that we're doing. If you want anything else done, maybe if you guys do it in the future here, okay, we cannot tell them after we are gone, we can come back here and get those done here. You see what I'm saying? So that's very important. We put all that there on the thing and the flyer, you have something telling them what we are here to do. That way the nurses don't even have to keep repeating. Because once they come through, so the nurses need to bring their stethoscope, their BP monitor. Alright? I always have a thermometer too, but I can't remember if but most of the time it's not that's not the way we call it.
I'll go back.
We provide it.
No, not provide that. We have to understand. What I will do is the contract of the 2 nurses. Two bags. One big one. One big one behind it. So that whoever is copying that then another one at the entrance. So that whoever is coming will recognize that this is where I am entering. Okay. Those two things very essential. Okay. Take care of that.
So now, so for the order of the day, like I said, so once we now come, all right, as a team, we need everybody that is involved to put on we have our t-shirts that we printed, so we'll have the t-shirts. So we see if we're starting at 10, what time is it we need to start? 9 o'clock. So the team needs to be ready by 9, all right, so that we can have our meeting. Anybody that has any question and things like that. So once we start, we are moving very fast because there's a lot of crowd actually. We don't want them to listen to. So the idea is when they come and they sit down, the first thing prayer, praise and worship. Then he makes the announcement. The people that are sitting under the canopy that are watching the film. I mean, 50, right? So the 50 of them, they watch the short film. Then they are the ones now that will now come to see us, do their Bible, and then send them. When they finish, while those ones go in over there to watch the film, those ones that are leaving will now go and see with their results. Alright?
3 nurses, fighters, 10 to 12. I mean 10 to 5, you say.
Correct.
That is much. Yourself was 12. cover
But we are just saying.
I'm not the one that, you know, I mean, whatever, if you guys want to add, you can add.
I
You know,
believe
I mean, I
if
can't
that
pick
is-
nurses out, you know. Yeah.
If that is 1 day, 8 hours, what would I describe? Or less than 6 hours, in fact. 6 hours. I need to actually less than
Add one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine. You can even add two if you want
so
to,
that
you know.
cover the full cover that.
So you have another nurse that you can add. Alright, so once, so first, you know, does everybody understand? Okay, they cannot skip the process. Alright, because since I'm going to be busy, that once again I'm going to emphasize this. Alright, we cannot have two visionaries. We can't have two leaders. So we know why we do things the way we do. This is the order of what we have discussed. This is how it's going to be, so that it flows. So if somebody comes and says, well, I don't want to sit through the film, okay, then you wait until everybody else that is going to watch the film and you do their Bible. Like saying, I don't want my Bible to drop. Why? Right? You get your Bible to drop, then you go in there and you now wait for the result. Like you said, I would not be part of giving the result. That's not, I stay in my field. So those three nurses that know the Nigerians, the dream or whatever, they can now be known, you know. So if we share ourselves like that, then even if there are other people left in their Bible, I can be doing that while they are doing the counseling and discussing with people. You know what I mean? So that also helps feel better because sometimes if I'm talking to not they're listening to my English, they're not hearing what I'm saying. So, alright, so yeah. Yeah, he does. We know him. We don't know him. Yeah? I don't need for him.
Google FM, you say.
Me, or you want us to talk to Quest to come and cover it? Or you were saying about covering.
Just
Okay, we should go to Quest.
okay. I will support you.
Alright. Who wants to do the Quest thing? You want to do the, you want to contact Quest?
Local station.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying now. So as we're discussing, we take rest. So we're going to contact when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I'll call them. Well, jingle production. You don't need a jingle. You don't know. We are not doing advertising. It's live interview.
Okay, line it.
Yes. Live interview to talk about what we are doing.
So by praying and having any questions and answers, and he is doing his part, always telling people, even though we don't have time to see everybody, follow us and come back to for the
What we do, that will describe.
no, I don't know how long does it last, how long does it take before you get the result? How long do they have to wait?
I want to assure you.
Okay, so let's say the first 50 people that come through, how long do they have to wait?
Yeah.
Because I can not change the order of, instead of them just waiting, maybe we can let people come in and get their results done. Then while they are waiting, they can go with it.
Yes, I will suggest that.
Okay.
I will suggest that.
All right.
That as they come,
Yeah, they just come through, see us, and go. Right.
while they come back to you.
Right. While they are waiting in the waiting. Okay. So maybe in a couple of hours, they will get their. All right. So the key thing is to make sure that the ushers, we might have to assign an usher or two ushers, that once they get all somewhere around here, while we are passing their information, like okay, now their result is here, right? So that the ushers can get them for us while they are finishing their thing, come back and talk to the three nurses. You get? Do you understand what I say? Okay. Right.
The option that directs the word of who's the word of this area.
Okay. Hold on what I'm saying. We just change it from they have to watch film to come no film. As soon as they come in, right? They come for their bite. Come for their bite. They go straight. So, right. Right. So which means that by the time, so everything can be going at the same time. And of course, somebody has to keep track. Right. Go sleep. They shouldn't go there and sleep. They should go there and sleep. Right? So by the time they finish what they feed, it's only to come up with that insurance. Okay? So by the time they finish, even if they finish and their results are not ready, I don't know how to their results are not ready, then they can still, then the ushers that are going to direct them to do there. Ushers should know that they have finished watching things. Send them somewhere to do things. While they are waiting, so if I'm looking for you that your result is ready, you don't go over there, you know that those ones have already come over here and say, okay, well, I'm looking for whatever it is, I don't know what I'm looking for. Then now bring them back so that the 3 nurses they will in their hands to do the result.
What also you have just said something very important. Help us to have the sickness. Very important. Number here so that when you are putting names
Eddie, please.
Say number 1. Okay. Number 1 comes number 1 with you here, number 1 with you inside. Okay. And when you want to address them also, you have easy to call them particular and to address them.
Okay. So usually when we do a full medical, we have a whole folder. They will not do like this. So can we do like a sheet of paper that has their name, address, phone number, mobile phone, whatever right? Have that receipt, right? Look like how you see the receipt, and then forward it to me. Okay? Like how you do foundation here, and then he will print that each one printed with the number, right? So that you can read it or so that in other words, one side will have number 1, right? Number 1. So when I do your vitals, I'll rip off the number 1 and give it to you. Right? You still have the number 1 so that I go. You get it? So I need you to print and I'm going to send it to you. So he will send it to you. I need to have the numbers have to 1 on 1, things like that. Let's say you are how many? 200. So up to 200. 220. Right? So 220. So then when they finish the nurse, they give them their number, right? They go in there, they take their paper with them and hand to them, right? But the paper still comes back so that when they need their result, then usher will now call. Number 1 will come to get their result. You get it? Okay? Right.
Come back to class.
Right. That's why I said that at the bottom. So let's say they're doing pregnancy test, right? So it's positive, right? Yes, right. Yeah, right. Positive, and then it's folded, right? Folded, right? Yeah. So when they're coming back and you are calling them to come to their results, right? It's not like anybody. So 220, right? 220, 220, right? Then you understand? So it could be, what do you call it, 8 by 11? Not 8 by 11, half of that size. What would that be? So that's what would be?
The camera now will be here.
Right.
Okay, so you are talking to the occasionally,
and then give them that paper to
and also occasionally come to meet us and say why they are presenting this so that you understand what I'm saying? So that it will be fully covered. Okay. Fully covered.
All right.
Then at the end of the day too, either before or midway or at the end of the day, you have group photo and then group video. activities. We also use the opportunity to interview 1 or 2 or 3 of the people. Yes.
If possible.
If possible.
No, not that.
Okay.
Depends how
Those are the
volume of
essential
people.
parts of
So that before they even start at all, we take that group immediately address.
But those that will give you the memory of
Which
what
group
you
will
do.
you
People are coming now.
No, it's talking about the crowd. It's not
So
talking
we
about
can
us.
get, no, so we
You
can
can get
get
group picture at any time.
It's not if possible. Those 3 things that I just mentioned are the essentials of the group. It will give her the memory of what she did.
But the group picture they're talking about is not the team.
No,
The crowd.
It's the crowd.
Right. So that's what he's saying. In
Okay.
between somehow,
Okay.
we take group pictures with the crowd.
And again, too, if you not out of the for the team, they are trying to do the work, they be part of the crowd. Because, do you understand what I'm
Yes, I
saying?
do.
They will hear whatever you provide for them to hear. So these are the team that are used to attend to this.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
So once in a while, I guess he's saying, you know, we should join the crowd to take a group picture. Right?
Thank you.
Any questions? So the size of the banner that you need to do.
I would say immediately I collect the rights of, I will make sure the place.
You're going to come back here and measure.
Yeah, and make sure the paper operates.
Okay. So send him the 3.
There are one there. Maybe one there, one depends. Not able to
Names of the 3.
One right.
So the plan, so everybody is working so that we can know how many people there.
They are going to be 4.
That's 5 plus the gymnastics 9. Okay, so we'll drop off the shirts. Okay. Alright. I think. Oh, do we have enough tape? Yeah, have 3. Okay, just for us. Just for the last one. No, the tables. It's just 4. Okay, so we need 4 tables. Because no tables needed, they are not needed. The DJ doesn't need anything. But the projector, they don't put. I don't know. They don't need table.
They need table. Even the DJ need a table. They don't need a table. Okay.
Yeah,
the same.
So we can get the table where they will put the laptop.
Yes.
Or they get a site the projector machine. So we are looking at 5,
4
6 tables.
4 tables for the nurses.
Yeah.
4. How many?
5. Let us say 6.
6. Okay, so you're going to tell.
Yes. So additionally we now have 3 canopies here. 6 tables.
How many?
Yeah, no, that's true.
And how many chairs? How many do we get? 100, right?
Add some
Not everybody will wait. Thank you. Going and coming, but register will not.
All right. I think that's settled. Thank you so much. Thank you for your help. Thank you.
Please also before this people that will bring the canopies. Okay, but
They're going to put it totally where they're from.
we are aware that we're having some.
So they're setting it up Friday night.
Activities too. So one good thing deserves another.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm fine.
All right.
government says that you need to have this first and register your
Yes.
Yeah?
You have to go with the number.
okay with the number.
You cannot use numbers.
Okay.
And also with the sticker. You go with the
The
sticker.
sticker goes with their vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm saying is, so you are saying that we should, when the event is going on, we should just ask who is riding keke here or who is riding motorbike. How are you going to bring them to the stage? Just in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The motorbike will not come to the stage, it's just a bit.
I know.
Okay.
They come. What if they lie? What if they lie? How are you going to? It's not lie.
No, I'm coming.
That procedure
It's going to come back
is very, very close. One, if you're saying you're going to provide vest for the winners of this one.
No, not this one.
For
That's
other
not.
people.
No, yeah.
Generally,
That's why I said before we decide how many we're going to pick, let's say we say we're going to give, say 12,000.
Yeah.
Say we decide we're going to give to 10 people.
Yes.
That's 120k,
20,000.
right? 12,000 times 10
Exactly 120.
and 120.
Yeah.
And if we say we want to do the ones for 9k,
Yes.
even if we say 10 for those ones, so that's 90.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, how are we going to pick those people?
Good.
That's my question.
This is it.
Mm.
Big more solution. It's just like a rifle ticket too.
Mhm.
Maybe there will be a rifle ticket, you go there and pick.
So we just tell them from the crowd to
To
come
go
out.
and pick the keke guy and the bike guy.
Okay.
Then this for bike will pick your ticket for bike. You have like know that you are picking rifle ticket for bike. Then you announce number one after you don't draw the ticket. Number
Yeah.
one, you just
Okay, I see
sell
what
the
you're
rifle
saying.
ticket.
I got you.
You get the ticket for bike.
Okay.
Go there, roll your bike to because they will register your bike for the number. Roll your bike to that table.
The resident same time.
Yeah, at the same time. Those people will be there. Which you do.
How are we going to get them?
I'll bring the people. The government people, I'll bring them in. And
You keep them, you keep them.
I know where they are. I'll talk to them. They are
You
going
talk
to
to them
say,
to stay from morning till.
No, that's what you're saying. That's what we're discussing. If we're going to do it, if we say 2 p.m.,
Yes.
we're going to do that raffle part of the keke and the
Yes,
motorbike.
yes.
Then you will tell them to come at 2 p.m. When they arrive, then you will now, do.
Or we can also
like you
give them a ticket
Mm.
and let his office know that these 30 people, you will see this Elohim, number 1, number 2 to 10. Those are the people you give so ticket.
And we don't want them to give them a hard time, so we need to complete what we started.
Let them know what to say. They will make space for them. They will just sit.
The people
Just
just.
like a committee. Tell them with the 9 ticket and the so that they will just sit and they will see and do the same thing. Watching different things that is happening.
Alright.
Then you don't get to that table.
So here's the only thing the raffle ticket, because we don't know, I have to look through when the thing comes from Lagos. I have to see how many raffle tickets I have. If not, that's not a problem. We can print.
We can improvise.
Yeah, we
Let them
can
mark
do one.
Yeah.
So if we're going to do the raffle, so let's say, like we're saying, you say keke riders
Yeah,
come out.
yeah, say.
No, how you want to tell them 10 now?
At that stage, you can't restrict them.
Yeah.
You are giving out 10.
Yeah, when you're
You're calling out them and then 200 come out. If 200 come out, we have to make sure we have raffle ticket of 200 that we have already put down.
Yeah, exactly.
But then line up and then you pick one. Go back, Abi?
Yeah.
Oh, line up, pick one and get wait.
Yeah.
Pick one, wait.
Yes.
Okay, then when they now finish picking their own and we have now given them, each person has a raffle ticket.
Yes.
Or should we only do, this is the question, because we don't know how many keke people will come out, or how many bike will come out. Should we only do like, let's say, do like 100 raffle tickets, and then if 100 finish, we stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even 50 finish, we stop.
If we create, well, it depends on though, because if you have 200 people come and you give tickets to only 50, the rest may you agitate.
Yes.
Okay, so should we now, what should we do? Just print,
Or we are not the first. So
they will
number.
rush, then a crowd, you'll be like,
Roll.
because you have to print.
100 is okay.
No, I'm saying even if you do 200, what I'm saying is we need to print, to avoid the commotion, we need to print raffle tickets.
Yes.
Like what I mean raffle ticket, the like numbers, right? So how many should we print? That's what I want to know. How many? 100, 200 each.
If not, if you are never going to print that, there are ways you can do this even without getting stuff. You can say, I need about 12 people to come and tell me about keke parts. You know,
Okay.
they don't know what's going on.
Yes.
So as I be right keke, come tell me about 12. Come tell me about I need about 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when come tell me about keke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, now things you want to tell me about keke, some of them will be reluctant. They don't know, they wouldn't want to come.
Right.
Before you know, some of them will just come.
Come with boldness.
We just come with boldness. Now we just say, maybe we just
12
come.
don't finish now.
12 don't finish.
Yes, that's enough.
That's enough.
Okay.
So 12, you automatically, you've won yourself this.
Right.
Are you a keke rider?
Yeah.
So I'm a keke. You say I am a keke rider. I know about keke. Oh yeah.
Where's your keke?
Where's your keke? No, I will answer that first.
Okay.
I'm a keke rider. I'm a keke rider. I know about keke. Come and tell me things about keke.
Okay.
You know. So then we come.
Yes.
Okay, so you do that the same way for the motorbike.
The motorbike will look for another strategy.
Well, that's what I say.
Okay.
It's not like-
So should we do 10-10? Or that's too much?
Then you go. You say it's round figure for keke round figure. Instead of printing, that printing of.
Yeah, that was it. I know. So that means now you have to go pay for the. Eh? No, what you need to discuss now? We're talking about, you know.
They are coming to this.
No, not them coming. I'm talking about you paying.
Paying ahead.
You gotta go buy
even
whatever.
though they will come, yes. They still
Right.
need to pay ahead.
Whether they are coming or not, what I'm saying is, these are the things you're going to be wrapping. So if I don't remember, you know, you have to follow up with him to make sure that
There's a segment for
the vest or whatever he needs to produce it before you start doing a raffle for something we don't have.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Right? So whoever you need to contact and pay ASAP, not when you pay them, you say to not ready until 10 years from now. So if it's not going to happen, so we don't include it in events, right? Okay. So that's concluded, right? So for the for printing, you got the printing, the things we're printing for the keke, the stickers, right?
No.
Every printing has to be done by one person, please. I can't share jobs. So one person needs to do the printing. Printing, everything that has to do with printing is.
I'll give you my auto size. Right? So that's the size we use.
Right? And how many are we print? You know, because so that you know the amount. The keke
For the keke with 4, 2 each.
right?
Then 2 here.
This one here, where are we putting it? Where you say 2?
You're looking at the front of it.
Yeah, the front here.
You can put this one here.
So two each one, 2 each motorbike. Or just one?
Just one.
One for this one on the time.
On the tank for the bike. Then
Okay.
so we have that is a 6.
That's
6.
Alright. Then this one, we have to put something here too.
On the 6.
So maybe on the 6. So
Bring
there are 5,
something
right?
smaller. I'll give you the size of that one, the half of that size. Okay. You still put the half of that size for 1, 2, 3. I don't come something there.
Why not?
So you come there.
It gets more space. So 1.
No, I don't understand this wrapping here. This is tacky. You need to fix it. Is this?
No, just
What is it?
it.
Just cover it. That is what it is.
Okay, so why were you saying, oh, is it? No, this is.
Okay. Then what we have 6 for the 2 keke.
Two keke and the bike.
Okay, so the
4
same.
to 6, 5. That's everything already 11. Then the laptops. What are we?
Yeah. So the laptops and the desktops. So we always put on the what do you call it? PCU, yeah.
CPU.
Thank you. So we have to put on that one and put on the
Monitor.
screen, the monitor. Thank you. And then the laptop, right? So whatever size, I guess we can use same size.
For the laptop. Yes, it's both.
Yeah.
The one I brought out, that size,
Yeah, that's okay.
and for the laptop.
I can't remember. Maybe okay when we get. Just do a general one because I can't remember. I have it in the car. Do.
Shall we pray? Merciful and everlasting Father, we give you thanks and praise for the gift of life and health. You brought us to this world to care, and because we care, we know all things work together for them that love you, to them that are called according to your purpose. You made this day for us to rejoice and even as we spend in the name, we ask you, Father, our steps go before us, protect everything that concerns us as we operate under an open heaven today, in the name of Jesus. All we do by your Spirit in us. We bless everyone here present in the Lord of Jesus. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. Any tongue that rises in judgment against us, we condemn them because it's our heritage as children of God to speak, and it shall come to pass. In the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, and it will happen by the power of the Holy Spirit. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we have declared.
Amen. All right. Does everybody know everyone? I'm Brenda and Dan from Akpodiete, the president of Elohim Ministries International in USA, and also the founder of Ekuogbe Akpodiete Foundation. Yourself. Your role here.
My name is Alfred. I'm a neighbor.
As what? Because people need to know what you're
As
doing.
an usher.
Okay, as a beneficiary.
And also an usher.
Okay, I'm also an usher.
All right. Next.
My name is Akpodiete. I'm a member of Elohim Ministries International. I'm an usher.
My name is Quentin Ekuogbe. I'm a member of Elohim Ministries and the usher.
I'm Mr. Alfred Endurance, security personnel of this team.
Good morning, all. My name is Eddie. I'm a member of the team as the head of the media.
My name is Richard Benjamin, MC coordinator, member, beneficiary from Elohim International Ministries Inc., USA. Thank you.
I'm Frank Daniel, I'm the security personnel to the team.
I'm Edijala Dennis from Elohim Ministries. I'm PRO for the team.
I'm Moses Oviorogun. I'm one of the loan coordinators for Elohim Ministries, year 2025. I am also a beneficiary of the Elohim Ministries.
My name is Amos Agogo. I'm a member of Elohim Ministries, and I'm also a
national.
Okay. So when I say Elohim Ministries International Inc., you echo back and give me our tagline. Who knows our tagline?
It takes one to help one.
All right. Right. Okay.
It takes one to help
It takes
one.
one to help one. And then if I say Ekuogbe
It takes one to help one.
Ekuogbe Akpodiete Foundation, helping others. Helping others fulfill their dream. Elohim Ministries International Inc., USA. Ekuogbe Akpodiete Foundation, helping others fulfill their dream. All right. So whenever the MC echoes that also allows you to tell others what we stand for. Right. So, any questions? So we are going to offload everything now into the storage and then try to arrange to sort out as much as possible in sections, right? So the idea is to like put shoes in one area, maybe women's items, men's items. If you have toys, I don't remember, put them in one section, laptops in one section, desktops in one section, so that by Monday morning, when we're ready to move these items to Oharisi Primary School, we are not, rambling all over the place. And then when we get to Oharisi, all we just do is take the bag from the truck and put in the section, Oharisi, because we don't have time to sort them out. Any questions? Does everybody understand? Yes. All right. So let's proceed and move fast, please.
Elohim Ministry.
Good.